Okay, let's dive in with the 7 modes, and we're going to start with the first one, Ionian. Now, Ionian is really just another word for the major scale. It was a mode back in the old days, but it's kind of evolved into being our modern major scale. That's what it is. So in terms of its closest cousin being a major minor scale, obviously this one is a major scale. So let's look at it. Let's go back. I'm going to do all of these in the key of C because they're a little bit easier to comprehend there, especially when we start moving stuff around. So one thing I want to look at with each mode is I want to look at the diatonic chord progression and see what chords are generated with them. So now one thing you'll notice, what I just did there is I copied the entire scale and I shifted it up a third, and then I shifted it up again another third. So that gives me my tonic triad. That actually doesn't work because that was a chromatic shift, meaning I just kind of slid everything up and ignored the key. So if you're ever going to do that, you have to go through and adjust. So I know there's no F sharp in the key of C, so that needs to go down there. There's no G sharp. There's no C sharp. That's a C. There's no D sharp. There's no F sharp. And that should do it. So that gets us our diatonic chord progression. In the key of C. Or, if we're talking about modes, Ionian. We know how to use the major key of C major. We know how to use the Ionian mode. We'll talk more about using modes and writing with modes in the next chunk of this class. Right now, I just want to introduce all the different modes. So, now that we're familiar with Ionian, or major, let's move on to Dorian.